stringi forte, sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. Come il mantello sei, col tuo amore lo sai, mi avvolge Dio, non temo niente oramai. Dolce amore mio, il segreto tu sei, che mi fa vivere. Amore sei tu, che come un vento mi soffi nell'anima, questa vita che vivo per te. Se respiro della vita, all'altra parte sei di me, se la luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte, sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. E se guardo nei tuoi occhi vedo i sogni che farò, ogni volta in questo abbraccio morirei. Mille volte amore ancora, mi innamorerò, lo so, sempre più io di te. Se la luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte, sai, questa vita si riaccende. Se respiro della vita, l'altra parte sei di me, sei la luce, mi rifletto dentro te. Questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. Se respiro. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Hello everybody and welcome. Giada Valenti here in Las Vegas. I see some of you appearing already writing message. I see Diane and Salma, by the way, and Antonio. So we have Las Vegas and Ireland, but I see a lot of people that have not written a message yet. But I know I can see you guys are there. How are you guys doing? Yes, today is the episode that we talk about Italy. I see Bob, Mary Lou, everybody's appearing one by one. Janet, hello guys. So it's 2 p.m. here. I already learned with Giada Live in all these months the time of almost all the world. I know it's 5 p.m. For instance, for Janet watching from the east coast of the United States. I know it's 22 at night for you, Antonio, watching from Ireland. 22 also for the people watching from UK. 1 hour later, 11 di sera, 23 for you guys watching from Italy. And of course, good morning to all the people watching from Australia. So welcome to the Circle of Love. You've been with me for all these episodes, and welcome also, let's welcome everybody who is watching for the first time today, because today is Thursday. We are also going live through the page of my dear friends of Italian Living, Richard Micheli, and so we get every time this opportunity, and we get to have new people appearing for the first time. So for you guys new, I am Giada Valenti. I am a singer and songwriter from Venice, Italy, the beautiful booth of Italy. That's where I was born and raised, and Venice, the city with the streets of water. I'm here in Las Vegas already for 2 years, And I've been doing this Giada Live already for starting March 18. So I've done many episodes. We celebrated in September 150 episodes. So we should be around 160 right now. I was there, as you can see on the picture, interviewing amazing friends of mine, celebrity friends, cooking and singing. Actually, we go on 3 times a week now on Tuesday with celebrity interviews. Today is Thursday, so we celebrate modern Italian lifestyle, and we always go to Italy, of course, virtually. And then Saturday, I'm always in the kitchen cooking something delicious. And on Sunday, yes, today is Thursday, so we appear with also thanks to Italian Living page. Hello, Italian Living people, and thank you, Richard Micheli, for this opportunity. And of course, on Sunday, because I am a singer, I also sing on my Patreon page. We call it the Love Song Sunday. We've been doing also that, guys, for almost 2 months, more than 2 months now. Every Sunday, new song, new story, new fun. So you can also join me there if you like music, and it's every Sunday, the same time as today. Today we are what else is going on today? Today I'm gonna have, you remember I told you that since 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm back in the studio recording with Paul Umbach. Yes, new song. All of you guys, that's the studio of Paul Umbach here in Las Vegas. For you guys on Patreon, you've heard some of the song I recorded with Paul. And I also have a new Christmas single, yes, because Christmas is coming up. What Child Is This? And I did that one with Paul Umbach on guitar and vocals, and VolX on violin. And they are going to be both my guests today. So you have to stay tuned with me until the end of the program. And they're going to be appearing, one from Las Vegas, and Vulcan is his name, from Los Angeles. And we will be talking about the CDs and the life and everything. Coming up also this Saturday, actually, I'm going to be one of the honoree of the Garibaldi Meucci Museum in Staten Island. I know many of you already bought tickets to hear my acceptance speech and the song that I will be singing. Since many of you of the Circle of Love bought tickets, I said I have to sing also a song, and I would be honored together with Robert Graham, which is the commissioner of the Garibaldi Meucci Museum, and of course Thomas Di Napoli, Honorable Thomas Di Napoli, which is the New York State Controller, dear friends of mine. So I'm gonna be in great company, and you can buy a tickets if you wanna hear the acceptance speech and my song there next Saturday. What else is coming up? Christmas concert. Remember, save the date since for a couple of weeks, and now the tickets are on sale, and many of you already bought the tickets, so thank you guys. I will be doing Love Under the Christmas Tree this time, of course, not from a theater, but even better, from the house of the Beninatos, right? Elena and Frankie in Las Vegas. They've been decorating the house like royal Mariah Carey. We walked in, but won't be, we have a red carpet to walk in, so you guys are gonna love it, every second of it. And of course we're gonna be celebrating and talking about love and singing all those beautiful Christmas carol. I see so many of you appearing. Hello guys, if you're new, please let me know where you're watching from, and I hope you're doing also well. Let me know what time also it is. If you're watching from a place that is either not in the United States, not Australia, and not Europe, let me know what time is where you are. It's November the 12th today. Also, please if you're new, like my Facebook page. There's the like, thumbs up, and you please also subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we are going live actually on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, and so many different platforms. So guys, wherever you're watching from, please subscribe and like my page. Today is November the 12th, special day. That's why I have Naples on my back. Actually, that is one of the castle of Naples, Castel del Lovo. We'll be talking about it. We're gonna go to Naples because today, November 12th, it's, believe it or not, is Pizza Day. But listen to this, today is Pizza Day with works except anchovies day. So all kind of pizza, but not the one with anchovies. No, niente acciughe, also all the pizza with all the toppings, but not the anchovies. I wonder if there is a special day for anchovies pizza day. I do love anchovies. Do you guys love them? Anchovies, you call it acciughe, of course. They are salty, and I do like, but apparently 75% of the pizza lovers, and there are many, they don't like anchovies on their pizza. Look at that pizza. I would have a bite of that in a second. So because of that, we are gonna be going to Naples. And are you wondering when there is the World Pizza Day for the whole? Because today is only for the United States, where that's happening January 17th. So it's happening in 2 months, and of course we will be celebrating that day too. So before we go to Naples, we can go to Naples. Tomorrow is going to be, if you guys have Netflix, Donna Sophia Loren, yes, she's a Neapolitan iconic actress. Sophia Loren is making an appearance on Netflix with a new movie, The Life Ahead. Sophia Loren, directed by the son Edoardo Ponti, and is available starting tomorrow on Netflix, I guess all over the world. She plays a Holocaust survivor who forges a bond with a 12 years old Senegalese immigrant boy. And Sophia herself, she said, Life Ahead shares a message of tolerance, forgiveness, and love. Sounds like something that we all gonna love. And Sophia Loren is the first movie in 16 years, and she is 86 years young, still beautiful, still Italian royalty, actually world royalty, because there is only one Sophia Loren, ladies and gentlemen. So tomorrow, let's all tune in and watch her on Netflix. And here we, before we talk to Volkan and Paul Humbach, the amazing musicians and friend of mine, you're gonna learn to know two amazing people. Let's fly to Naples very quickly. Buckle up. And here we go to Naples. 7 fun facts about beautiful Naples. First of all, Naples, what does mean Napoli means new city. Yes, that's the name that was given by the Greek on the 8th century to Naples. They call it Naples, Napoli, which means new city. Look at the beautiful view of the harbor of Naples. Number 2, since 1995, many of you may know, Naples is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's part of the UNESCO. That's Piazza del Popolo, one of the main square of Naples. Number 3, of course, Naples, if you're in Italy, you know, is the capital of the region Campania. And here in the booth where you can see where it is. And if you mean what Campania means, we always do with a little bit of language. Comes from the Latin word Campania Felix, which means fertile countryside, or happy countryside, because, you know, they produce there a lot of great things in Campania, one of my favorite, the Samarzano tomatoes, talking about tomatoes. Naples is the 3rd largest city in Italy after Rome and Milan, ladies and gentlemen. Both beautiful city. Rome is one of my favorites. And of course, if you wonder why Venice is not in the list, because Venice is very small. So under the city of Naples, you can find everywhere catacombs. Yes, le catacombe di Napoli. They are very, very famous, and they are old. They were built on the 2nd century. So old they are. The most famous is the San Gennaro catacombs, and you find there 2,000 burial covers and 500 sarcophagi. If you want, you can even take an adventure and go down there and have a tour. I've never done it because I like more the upstairs of Naples, but for sure, maybe it's something that we have considered to do. Number 7, yes, you know I love castle. I have one on the back. I have Castello del Lovo on the back. But Naples, the city of Naples, have 7 castles, which makes Naples the city with the most number of castles ever. As you remember, if you saw Giada live, Emilia-Romagna, the region of Emilia-Romagna, is the one who has the most number of castles, but nobody has as many castles as Naples. 7. Naples is also the city with the most Michelin restaurants. 24 Michelin restaurants in Naples. Rome comes to the 2nd place with only 23, if you want to say only. And the inhabitant of Naples, you hear maybe sometimes they are called Neapolitans and sometimes they are called Partenopei. So what is the name, Napoletani or Partenopei? Well, you can call them both. And why? Because Naples' first name was Partenopea, and then was renamed by the Greeks again, and they gave the name of Neapolis, which means new city. So the inhabitants are either Partenopei or Napoletani. You can call them both. And since we are celebrating pizza, is the pizza coming from Naples? Yes and no. Why yes and no? Because pizza, actually, something that was similar to pizza is existing already for 7,000 years. It was called focaccia originally. The word pizza was used for the first time in 1997 AD. So long time ago, and that happened in Gaeta, which is a place near Rome, believe it or not, and was pizza, call it focaccia or pizza, was something from the south of Italy. I'm from the north, and we didn't have the pizza there. And actually, until the 19th century, was only famous among the people that were coming from the region of the south. Only after the Second World War, the Americans came to Italy to save us, and they started to taste the pizza. They love it. They brought it to America, and the rest is history, because the pizza went all over the world. And so when Are you wondering, the pizza was a dry kind of a bread in the beginning with all kind of toppings but not tomatoes? Are you wondering when the famous tomatoes arrived on top of the pizza? Well, only in 1552 when 1522 when the tomatoes arrived to Europe from South America. In the beginning, if you know the story of tomatoes, they were thought to be poisoning, but then they tried them, nobody got sick, and they put it on top of the pizza. And when did the mozzarella cheese marry the tomato? Because you know, pizza, it's married, the best is with mozzarella and tomatoes. Well, that happened only, believe it or not, in 1889. It took 300 years before the tomatoes married the mozzarella on top of the pizza. And one thing for sure, pizza margherita originated in Naples. We don't know about the other pizza, you know, they say Gaeta, and some story even said Sardinia, so we don't know that, but the pizza margherita, yes, originated on June 11, 1889 in Naples, when Raffaele Esposito was a pizza maker, made a pizza called Margherita for Margherita di Savoy, and he put on top basilicum, tomatoes, and mozzarella, which are green, white, and red, which are the colors of the flag of Italy. And when this happened, they even know that, he created this pizza in his own pizzeria that was called, funny name, Pizzeria di Pietro e Basta. E basta così, which means Pietro's Pizzeria, and that's enough. What a nice name for a pizzeria. There he is, even we found it. It was founded in 1780 by Pietro Colicchio, and that's where actually Raffaele Esposito invented the pizza. You see, qui nacque la pizza margherita. When you go to Naples, you find they're very proud of it. Pizza, by the way, is also, since 2017, so only for 3 years, is also a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage. She has the pizza napoletana, there she is, Neapolitan pizza, UNESCO intangible cultural heritage of humanity. And look at that pizza. Are you guys hungry? I didn't have lunch. I am hungry. But where can you find the best pizza in the world? I was wondering, so yesterday I googled it up, and I found here what they say are the 7 best pizza in the world. You guys are from all over the world. I see you guys appearing from everywhere. I see you are everywhere. So guys, let me know if this is true, if you are from this place, and let me know where is the best pizza in the place where you are. Write it there, so later I'm gonna update this list. So number 7, best pizza in the world, you can find it in Pizzeria Via Mercanti in Toronto, Canada. Well, the pizza surely looks good with prosciutto crudo. Number 6, you find it in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, at Nea Pizza, which probably is a new Neapolitan. Nea Pizza in Amsterdam, looks good. Number 5, Antonio Argentieri, you are there. They say the best pizza, number 5, is PI Dublino, Ireland. Probably is PI for Pizza Italiana or Pizza Italia. Antonio, have you ever been? Se mai stato in questa pizzeria, Antonio? Let me know. Number 4, Mother Pizza in Copenhagen, Denmark. Look at that. Looks very much Neapolitan. Probably a Neapolitan opening these restaurants. Number 3 is the Figidini, Rhode Island in USA. Here near, not far from New York. Guys, I see a lot of you. Actually, I see Aimee Pointer. Aimee, you're not far from Rhode Island. Have you ever been to Figidini? Let me know. Number 2, best pizza in the world, Via Napoli. And the pizzeria is in Sydney, Australia. Well, a lot of Italians are there. That pizza look out of this world. And then number 1, l'Antica Pizzeria da Michele in Napoli, a Napoli. Of course, the best pizza, it's in Napoli. Probably Neapolitan made this list, I don't know. And where can you find, staying in Naples, the 3 best pizza while in Naples? Listen to this. This one I believe is true. Number 3 is Carminiello. It's a pizzeria that is existing, look at that oven, since 1910. Number 2, Starita family owned this restaurant, so Starita Pizza, since 1901, the same family. And you see there again our beloved Sofia Loren, because they claim that the movie Oro di Napoli with Sofia Loren, directed by De Sica, was filmed there. And actually they still have in the restaurant, you saw the instrument that Sofia Loren is wearing on, using in that picture. There are some controversial things, but apparently that's what they say. And number 1, of course, is number 1 in the world. It's number 1, of course, in Naples, is Antica Pizzeria di Michele since 1870, which make 5 generations of pizzaioli or pizza makers. So, and just how popular is pizza in the United States? I see a lot of people from the United States. A few fun facts. First of all, 5 billion pizza, 5 billion with a big B, are sold worldwide each year, of which 3 billions only are sold in the United States. That's a lot of pizza. Number 2, an American consumes roughly 100 acres of pizza each day. That's a lot. Number 3, American eats 350 slices of pizza a second. So since we are doing this Giada live, I don't know, millions of pieces are already been eaten. Number 4, 93% of the America eats pizza at least once a month. What about you guys? Me, I would say one pizza maybe every 2 weeks or something. I love pizza. And number 6, the number one day, no, first number 5, the Saturday apparently is the most popular day for pizza in the United States. Believe it or not. We will ask Paul and Volkan if they do love pizza. So number 6, number one day for pizza, it's Super Bowl, of course, Sunday, and the one's coming up next week is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. How do they even know these things? Who is making this research? Whatever. This is what they say. Number 7, pepperoni is the favorite topping in the United States. Apparently, 36% of all pizza order pepperoni pizza, which pepperoni, guys, in Italy, for the one of you speaking Italian, pepperoni will mean bell peppers, but they don't mean pepperoni, ragazzi. Bell pepperoni per gli americani, that's salami. We call it salame in Italiano. So, and who eats the most pizza per capita a person in the world? This was surprising to me. They say Norway. Called Norway. Norwegians consumes the most pizza in the world on a 1-person ratio. So this small nation has a population of about 5.5 millions, and they eat about 5 kilos, which is 11 lb of pizza annually. And is pizza the most popular food in the world? Yes, it is. Followed by pasta, and look at that pizza, pasta and hamburger. Well, are you guys hungry? Surely I am, but I cannot go in the kitchen and have my lunch yet because actually the most fun part is coming now. We come back to the United States where I'm gonna have 2 of my dearest friends, most talented musicians that you can find in this country appearing. I only see Volkan for the moment. Paul will be joining us probably in a second. There is Paul, as you may have heard that. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you to dear friends of mine. You saw since a month I'm telling you I have this new single, What Child Is This? And you always hear on violin, Volks and Volkan Can Cambriolet, and then you hear Paul Umbach on guitar and vocals, but you never met them, and I thought it's about time that you meet 2 amazing musicians and dear friends of mine. Just to tell you, I'm going to have a few questions for them, and if you have questions, just ask something, and I will ask the question to them. So Volkan is appearing from Los Angeles, actually, I think, we're going to ask. And of course, Paul, I know, is appearing from Henderson, Nevada, which is Las Vegas. Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Hi, Giada.
Hi.
How are
So-
you guys doing?
We're doing good. We have to now say who is talking first because we're going to be with the 3 of us. So every time I'm going to say for you, Volkan, for you, Paul. So for you, Paul, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a sunny, beautiful day here in Las Vegas.
And Volkan, where are you today?
I am in West Hollywood, California, and it's also a sunny, beautiful day out here.
That's amazing. So, any person from those places, so you maybe your neighbors are watching you. So, I have a question. So, Volkan, first of all, Volkan, where were you born and raised? I'm sure many people, and they have asked actually during the Giada Live. Where were you born?
I was born in Izmir, Turkey, and I moved to Minnesota when I was 21 for school, and then ended up in LA 6 years ago.
Oh, wow. So, you're pretty new. And you, Paul Humbach, where were you born?
I was born in Plainview, New York, but I grew up in Seaford, Long Island. So, yeah.
That's funny.
And-
Yeah? And
No,
now
that's
you,
fine.
and when did you move to Vegas?
Last June, not this previous one, but yeah. So it's been, I'm a newbie in the Vegas area.
Okay, so he's a newbie. Volkan, any planning to move to Vegas with us?
I would love to. I love Vegas. One
We
day,
would love
maybe.
to have you here. So, so you guys are amazing musicians, and I want to thank you for playing on What Child Is This with me. We recorded actually virtually already last year. We were already fashion last year, guys. We did everything virtually, right? I mean, because we didn't gather together. So I want to thank you first of all for that. I have a question. So Vulcan, a violin is not really an instrument that you would imagine a young man like yourself picking up as a child. Why did you choose the violin?
I was actually a singer as a child. When I was 6 years old, I used to sing in an opera, Carmen opera. And I saw, but that was exhausting. I would have to like dance and sing on stage, and I saw the violinists sitting down and playing, and I was like, oh, I really want to sit down. Can I please play the violin? And that's how I started the violin.
Because by the way, you guys are not familiar with Vulcan. It's you're really a virtuoso of the violin, and I mean, which it's
Oh, thank you.
yeah, Vulcan is very great. So I have a question for you, Paul. So you play guitar, but I know you play all the other instruments as well. So how did you got into guitars of music as a child?
My parents listen to music all the time at home. My dad played guitar, my mom sing, and I just picked it up. And I enjoy playing guitar. I played drums through elementary school and high school, and still am a frustrated drummer. But then keyboards and piano and just music was always around in my home. So, and I love recording. That was the other thing that I got into as a teenager.
Yeah, and Paul is actually Paul. You actually, I said many times at the Giada Live, you actually were mainly a producer, right? Originally, you produced Britney Spears and other things. Can you tell a little bit of that part of your life?
Yeah, that was like more later because I started playing music when I was younger, and then in bands and doing rock bands and progressive rock bands and all that kind of stuff. And then later I got a job at Jive Records and in the A&R department, and publishing, and so I got a chance to work with a lot of great artists like Britney Spears, or at the time she was the biggest pop star in the world, and some other people that I met during that time were fantastic. Richard Marx is a really cool person. We got a chance to have him in the studio. We didn't work together, but just being in that environment was really awesome.
That's awesome. That's why. Would you say that? Because I mean, I've been working with you, and you're very multi-talented. Besides that, you can sing, you can play, you have good ear for good sounds, and you know how to handle. Did you self-educate yourself while you were working at Jive, or you had an education before of an interest of any kind?
Yeah, I've been recording since I was about 12 or 13 years old on my own. So everything's pretty much self-taught other than just magazines and experience. I kind of wish I had a mentor type, I would totally recommend that to a lot of people. Just, get a mentor that you can kind of learn from, especially recording and things. But I sort of learned by trial and error and trying to make my 4-track and Sony Electrolet condenser mic sound really good as much as I could. But when you learn from a mentor, it's a lot quicker and just more. You get there faster, in a lot of ways.
Well,
But it's still
surely,
fun.
yeah, surely, yeah. Paul is amazing on that. And Paul, and Volkan, I'm coming to you because I know you are, beside being an amazing virtuoso of the violin, you teach to kids. But you told me that during COVID-19, you've been also producing stuff.
Yes, actually, luckily, right before the COVID, I finished a music production school, and I was trying to produce some songs on my own. But when the COVID hit, and we had to stay home all the time, I kind of fell in love with music production, and because I had nothing else to do, literally, I just started putting a lot of hours every day, producing, learning, like Paul said. Um, in 2020, learning is a lot easier when you just Google or YouTube literally any question, you find tons of videos from one of the biggest producers or engineers in the world. And so I've been spending a lot of time working on the craft. Yeah.
And a new project that you finished already that people can download or find beside our own What Child Is This?
Yes, it's actually on Spotify. I'm on the VolX. My friends used to call me, my name is Vulcan, but they call me VolX. So I came out with the artist name VolX. I have 2 songs out and 3 more on the way. yeah, growing, trying to grow as an artist, and I have a lot of uh, a lot of violin in the songs, but they're not necessarily the violin songs. One of them is more electric dance, the other one is hip hop. But both have me playing the violin as well as a bunch of singers and rappers and trying to create, unique sound and
I
trying to
saw,
find my
yeah,
own
I saw
sound.
some. By the way, you guys can go on. I'm gonna have at the end. You can see where to find Vulcan and Paul. So you have to go there, and because you always post nice video. Which I want to go back for a second to Paul. We heard he's a musician, he's a singer. But Paul has the most fantastic gigs ever, because when I'm with Paul there, yeah, the last time I was in the studio, I was laughing so loud, and God knows how much we need to laugh right now. Can you tell us a little bit about this gig of this stuff you do for the radio, and how long have you
Yeah,
been doing that?
it's actually a lot of fun. I've been doing it for about 7 or 8 years now, so I get a chance to explore a lot of emulation, singing wise. So I'm singing parody content, kind of funny lyrics against popular songs, and it's really a blast because I get a chance to do anything from Metallica to Keith Urban to today was which I don't even remember which one I did today or which ones, but Partridge Family sometimes, some kind of weird harmonies. I did Mr. Roboto a couple of days ago by Styx. So, and I'm doing the recording vocally and then trying to emulate all of the different tones. Sometimes a lot of times we'll use tracks that have been created already, but sometimes I have to do all of them from scratch. So having the ability to play everything kind of gets that across, and it's a challenge sometimes, but it's really it's cool because I'm mixing every day.
Yeah.
I'm always mixing something and producing vocals. Self-producing vocals is not the easiest thing in the world. There's many people that are trying to sing in COVID times, but I'm fortunate that I've been doing it since I was for a long time. So it's a great gig. Yeah, it's
It's a
fun.
great gig, and people can listen. I mean, you do this on the daily basis, and then it goes to all which kind of radio all over the United States, right?
Yeah, all over the place. The company is called United Stations Radio Networks. It's USRN, and there's also a subsidiary of that called Universal Comedy Network, which is another one. So some of it's custom work, and others they kind of just go out to their
Yeah.
affiliates. So yeah, I think we reach about 6,000 radio stations apart from
Yeah,
that.
it's amazing. I've listened to a couple of them when I was in the studio with you 2 weeks ago, and I was really. What did you play for me? The boat sick or something about the love boat was
Oh,
really.
a couple of old ones, yeah, like the Love Boat, which the boat sick. I mean, we've done. I can't even imagine. My hard drive's full of it. It's probably at
Yeah.
least 10,000 bits over
It's an awesome gig. At least you get to laugh every day. Talking of which,
we
we will be talking about pizza today because it's a World Pizza Day. We are all of us. We are here in the United States. So, do you guys love pizza? People were asking.
Oh, Vulcan.
Vulcan,
I love pizza. I can't eat it as much as I want to,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but yeah, I love it.
Paul,
No, I don't
Paul
like
and
pizza
Stacy.
at all. No, I mean no.
So you're gonna
It's
be
not
like the 0% of Americans that don't like pizza.
No, I love pizza.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, and you Vulcan are in West Hollywood. When I was living in Los Angeles, actually, I had difficulty to find a good pizza place. Do you know any good pizza place in where you are?
Yeah, I actually live next to a pizza shop. It's literally like 20 steps from my house.
You can smell the pizza.
So yeah, like it's the blessing and a curse,
Oh yeah.
It's called Big Mama's Pizza. It's amazing.
Oh.
But also there's another pizza. There's an Italian pizza restaurant called the Amore Pizza.
Okay.
That's also pretty good.
Nice to know, guys. If you are in West Hollywood, that's where you know. And which kind of, if you have to mention one pizza, Vulcan, which one is your favorite? Not pepperoni, I guess.
No, I love pizza with like sausage and pork, and I love a lot. I eat a lot of meat, so
Protein.
anything meat
Let's
is
call it
better.
protein, so we stay like healthy. We eat proteins. Paul, I mean, you're new in Vegas, so you're like me. Where is the best pizza in Vegas? I would not know. Have you ever
Oh,
found a good place?
Oh yeah, there's plenty, and I'm kind of more partial to Neapolitan style pizza too, because we have there's been a couple of places. I was in Nashville for 12 years too, and that took a long time for good pizza to get there. But finally, there's a bunch of different places. Settabella's Pizza in Henderson is true Neapolitan pizza, so that's excellent. I just had a pizza from IDK Craft Pizza and Kitchen. It was fantastic. So I highly recommend anybody in Vegas to go to IDK.
So
And
IDK, they don't even pay you. You do it for free.
No,
So
they don't pay
if
you.
it's gonna be congested there, of
they-
the Amore over there, so it's because of Paul and Volcan. And which one is your favorite, Paul?
Oh,
Topping?
I'm recently not eating meat, which I think is I've lost a bunch of weight, which is really great. So, but I don't it's not for everybody, of course. But if I had my druthers, I really like salsiccia, which is broccoli rabe and sausage. But I haven't been doing that much. So mushrooms, I dig mushrooms. I'm a big mushroom fan.
Okay, pizza con I funghi, we call it in Italian. Volcan, I have a question. I've never been to Turkey myself. So you're born and raised there. And what is a most popular food? What can you tell a little bit? What is Turkish food? What do you guys eat over there?
Well, it's mixed actually. I don't know if if you look at on the map, Turkey is right in the middle of everything. It's on Asia, it's in Europe, it's close to Middle East, it's close to Greece. So every city you go in Turkey, you'll find some Middle Eastern food, or on the west coast of Turkey, it's a lot of vegetables and a lot of like Greek style like salads and fish. So it's very rich. It's hard to say one thing, but if you go to Istanbul, you can find all of it. Istanbul is kind of where, West and the East meets, and
Beautiful. Not long ago, you were in Turkey, and I saw you posted picture. Does your family has a restaurant or something like that, or involved?
yes, my mom and dad actually retired after working in a hospital for like 30 years. They retired and opened a little bakery. They thought they were just going to enjoy, in a small town, like right by the Greek islands. They just opened this little bakery, but then it got too popular. Now they're working like 16 hours a day.
Wow.
They wake up at 3 a.m. They go to the bakery, start baking. They're there till like 11 p.m., midnight, and then they do it 7 days a week. But they're enjoying it.
With the two of them, they don't have anybody helping them?
This little town that they live in, it's a boat town. So every person who live there, they're in boat. Like a lot of tourists come, and everybody's in the boat business. It's a lovely town. It's very beautiful, right on water. But they couldn't find anyone to work for. So.
Well, guys, when this is gonna be over, we have to go there. I saw the pictures, Volcan, and that place is it's idylliaco, we say in Italy. It's like a fairy tale. It's very beautiful. So we have to go there. Let's stay to Turkey 1 second. I know there was we were talking before we were going live. There has been an earthquake in your country. How is everybody doing there, Volcan?
It was pretty bad. They've been kind of, we've been waiting for this really bad earthquake for, as much as I've known myself, and but it finally, it happened this year. That was pretty bad. I had some friends who lost their friends, and I didn't, my family and my close friends are, everybody's healthy, but yeah, they're recovering.
And it's funny, I mean, you said they were waiting their whole life, and it happens now, 2020, during COVID, which is...
Yes.
How is the
year of
situation with
disaster.
COVID? Yeah, it must be horrible over there. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but thank God your family is okay, so we have to keep Turkey in our prayer, and so thank you for sharing also this. Paul, I have a question for you. You know that I always make fun of myself, but because you've been working with me. I always said if I was American, I would have been a country singer, so you worked in Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, I was. How long? What were you doing exactly there, and for how long were you in Nashville?
I moved there from New York in 2007, and then just had kind of trying to get used to the town and get used to things. It was a little bit of a different town back then, quite a lot different. And then I had a studio there. We basically kind of worked as much as I could. but enjoyed kind of meeting a bunch of people. The musicians and yeah, the studio is obviously great, but the musicians that I met in Nashville are amazing, and I still have a lot of my dear friends who live out there, and that I'm so I miss them, but I think it's been an interesting time to not be able to see them in person. But I feel like, yeah, I tried to do all the things I could do in Nashville, but
Yeah.
ultimately, when I started doing the gig that I have more, I stopped producing a lot of artists and records, and I didn't have the time really to do that as much. So now it's more mixing and more, finishing things off with people. But I like Nashville a lot. I think it's always going to be there,
Yeah.
and I miss my friends, and but we get a chance to chat quite a bit.
Perfect.
So yeah,
I only
yeah.
have one last question that I always ask all my guests. Have you guys ever been to Italy? And if yes, where? And did you like it? Volcan first.
Yes, I actually lived in Italy for 2 months when I was 17 years old, in
Which is
San
basically
Ginesio.
yesterday.
Yeah. Uh, I played with this amazing artist called Hector Ulises Passarella. He was a bandoneon artist, and I was only 17 years old. It was a small town of Italy called San Ginesio.
In provincia, did you
Uh,
remember which bigger city was close by? Somewhere in the south, I
it
guess.
was close. I would say it was like 2 hour drive to Rome.
Okay,
Um,
beautiful.
and that was my only time there. I was there for 2 months. We traveled the towns around. We played lots of concerts. We played a lot of tangos and some
Nice.
Italian music. It was beautiful.
Did you pick up any Italian words beside the bad ones we can see say?
Yeah, my roommate would always take the keys of the room and just like go away, and I would always look for him. So I learned this phrase. I don't even know if it's correct, but it was "Dove mio compagno di stanza."
Very good. Where is my
I would always look for him, like
yeah?
where he was,
Dove è il
to
mio
to
compagno
get
di
to.
stanza? Where is my roommate?
Yeah,
Very good,
exactly.
Volcom. You see, we are friends and I didn't know these things, so I have to teach you something more than that. And Paul, have you ever been to Italy?
Yeah, I've been fortunate to be to Italy. Actually, when I was in high school, we did a high school trip. When I guess I was 15. It was Rome, Venice, Florence. That was the first time I was there. Then I've made several other trips to Italy, to Sicily, through the family and stuff. And I'm actually recently been working with a couple of different Italian artists, mostly from northern Italy. So a friend of mine, Marco Facchini, who's a producer there, and I just mixed some stuff for Philip Troger, who's an artist that's an Italian that's German, that's singing in German. So we did a
Okay.
couple singles for him. This guy Gianna Pantarelli, I did a Johnny Panta, which is more of a country kind of thing. So I actually have a lot of ties musically to
That's
Italy
cool.
and some really great talented people out there. But I love it. It's yeah, and Naples was, went to Pompeii and Naples
Yeah.
and that area. So yeah, that was a wonderful trip. Great
That's
food.
awesome, guys. So time flew so fast. I mean, we have to do it as often. I mean, I hope that when COVID is over, but I get to see Paul because we're finishing up stuff. I hope to get to see Volk on YouTube because we were supposed to play together a show that was, do you remember, canceled, that unfortunately, but it will happen again. In the meantime, guys, what can I say? Paul, I see you next week, probably.
Yep.
Volkan, I wish I could say I'll see you next week. Guys, if I know that you are having some question. I see Rogers is gonna be there. Roger is there. Roger, I know you like my guest. And if you want to contact them and follow these two amazing musicians, here I prepare. So for Volkan, you have to go to VolX, right? I was always saying VolX, but it's not. So here is where you can find him on Instagram. Is the best way to contact you and to stay in contact with you, right, Volkan? So.
Correct. Yes, it's
So
under
if-
Volk's music.
Yes, I prepare. JJ is looking for the slideshow. I will show it as soon as I find it. And you, Paul, website.
Yeah, Facebook, Paul Umbach Music .com. I think I'm not the greatest at the social media posting. Probably one of the worst.
Because you're too busy. Yeah? That's where you can find Volk's music is on Instagram,
cool.
and Volk can always post a very interesting, nice video. And of course, you can always find also Paul Humbach.
Yep.
And
Facebook.
Paul Humbach is everywhere on Facebook, on Instagram, and I have also, and I will share it again. I will make sure that you guys can find them. So, guys, I want to thank you so very much. I would say stay safe.
Thank
Let's
you.
hope
You
that
too.
this is over
Thank you,
soon.
Giada.
Yeah, and we can do something together. So we do
Definitely.
always sign language, and the sign for I love you is this one. So guys, I love you both. Let's all end up with that. Yeah, in the yeah. Oh, me too. Where am I? Guys, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for being my guest, and everybody download What Child Is This with Volkan and Paul. It's a beautiful song, and you guys are amazing. Love you both.
Thanks, Giada.
Ciao. See you
Ciao.
soon. A presto. Ciao.
Bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I know I see a lot of comments over there. You know me. While I'm doing my interview, I can read them, but I'm gonna answer to all of you. And if you have questions directly to Volkan and Paul, make sure that you hashtag them, or you put the thing so they can answer to you. I see Peggy. She said Volks. Yes, amazing, right? Both amazing musicians, multi-talented, fantastic human beings. So, guys, today we in very little time we went to Naples. We had pizza. We talk about pizza. Look what I have in front of me. Do you remember 2 weeks ago we talked about chocolate? So I have amazing people in my circle of love. So Mary Lou and Bob, they went food shopping, and they brought me, of course. Remember we talked about the Baci Perugina, the amazing love story about Luisa Spagnoli and Mr. Bertolli. So Perugina, they founded the Baci, you remember the kisses, and they brought me this one. And this is another Perugina chocolate. It's called Orangello, which I've never had. It was with orange inside. And they brought me also pizza. We have some Italian chocolate. Then they brought me a Toblerone, which I think is from where, JJ? Swiss. Talking about Swiss, also Elena Beninato brought me this chocolates, which are also Swiss. Do you remember I told you the Swiss people, they went to Italy to learn how to make chocolate, then they went back to Switzerland and they became the best in the world to die for. And Bob and Mary Lou, we talk also on the Giada Live, we talk about the famous Amaretti di Saronno. Do you remember we talked? I took you there. They were made also by love, by a couple, and they found the original one in the paper. Each paper have inside 2 Amaretti they are to die for, because it represent the lovers that invented this chocolate. Everything in Italy has been invented by relationship and love story. So guys, thank you for sending me all this stuff. Thank you to my guests, Paul and Volkan, today. Such a joy and a pleasure to talk to them. I see all of you also writing comment. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be seeing you Saturday. Saturday, I am going to be in the kitchen cooking something delicious. Don't expect me to make pizza. Actually, I was talking about Frank Beninato. He's a great pizza maker. I don't know how to make pizza, so I don't know if I can make pizza this Saturday. But one Saturday soon, I will have Frank making pizza and teaching us how to make a pizza. He comes from a family that makes pizza. Please, if you like my music, download the single "What Child Is This" that you saw with Paul and Volkan. I made it with them. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all my music, and also Volkan and Paul. You can find the music over there. You can watch this episode of all the episodes you may have missed and Giada.live. Thank you also to all the people that were tuning in today from my friends Richard Micheli page Italian Living. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you, if it was the first time, I hope to see you again. Guys of the Circle of Love, I see many of you there. I love you. I'm going to be seeing some of you Saturday also in the kitchen, but also when I will be receiving my award. I'm going to do my acceptance speech. And then next week, I'm going to tell you more. On Saturday, I will be singing an half-an-hour show for a benefit concert for the UNICEF, and thanks to Regent Company in Philadelphia. And you guys will be able to see the whole performance. It's like a telethon, a marathon of artists performing, and me, I'm one of them. I think it's next Thursday, JJ. I will have the information Saturday and share them all with you. And that one you will be able to see it on YouTube. So I will make sure that you have the link. Guys, this is the sign for I love you. I love you. All people from my circle of love. We started as friends and now we are family, and we are all connected. Connected by love for everything and anything Italian, music, food, and most of all, friendship. Stay safe, stay blessed. Thank again to Volkan and Paul for being my guests today, and thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you also to some amazing friends that helped me this week. It was probably during the most difficult week of COVID-19 for me, but hey, this was the worst, so next time is going to be better, so you know who you are. Guys, I love you. I see Jenny, I see Bob, I see Janet, Selma, I see all of you, Sel and Diane, all people I love, Patricia Campana. I'm going to be seeing you Saturday in the kitchen as I will be cooking a recipe delicious. I will say see you then. I love you. Stay safe, stay blessed e ci vediamo sabato in cucina. Giada Valenti from Las Vegas. A presto, ciao.
Dankeschön, dear old Dankeschön. Thank you for seeing me again. Though I'm here in my solitude, I know you are there, and in my heart I smile again. And so I sing here in my solitude, waiting to see you, same time, same place, and I can't wait to say again, Dankeschön, Dankeschön, Dankeschön.